Welcome back to the Xplore YouTube channel. So in this video, we're going to focus on the question wherein you will be given the array, and what you have to do is you have to find the minimum element out of all the elements, right? So let's say the array given to us is basically, let's say the array is 5, 4, 11, 2, 9, and 13. So what is the minimum element or the smallest element in the array? I see the answer should be apparently, the minimum answer or the minimum element should be apparently 2. Correct? Now, how will I be able to solve this? The simple step is that, okay, I'll sort the array. This is the very first thing which comes to my mind. I'll sort the array. And what I'll do is after sorting the array, I'll get something like this. This array will be converted to something like this. Again, I'll sort it in nothing but ascending order. Ascending order. Great. So I'll get something like 2, then let's say 4, 5, 9, 11, and 13. These are the few elements I'll be getting, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct. So what I'll do is after I've sorted the array, I'll get the element at the 0th index. I'll get the element at the 0th index, and the element at the 0th index will be nothing but apparently my answer, which is in this case minimum value 2. Now, what is the time complexity for this approach? This is also a correct approach, but the time complexity is going to be big O of n log n, where n is the length of the array, length of array. Now, why is this n log n factor coming into the photo? The reason being optimal sorting algorithm is going to take approximately big O of n log n on an average basis, right? So therefore, I'm saying time complexity is n log n, and also the time complexity of accessing the element at the 0th index is nothing but big O of 1, so I'm not considering that. That's it. Now, let's talk a little more about an optimized solution. So the optimized solution would be to maintain something called minimum variable. I'll maintain a minimum variable, let's say minimum var, and I'll initialize this to, let's say, an infinite value. Now what I'll do is I'll access elements at each one of these indices without, like, the array is not sorted right now. So I'll access the elements at each one of these indices. So let's just do that. Okay. So let's say I'm at this current element, then I'll apply this formula. Minimum variable is going to be nothing but minimum of whatever my previous minimum variable was and the current array of ith index, right? The element at the array of ith index. So this is going to be updated as, is 5 less than infinity? Yes, I'll update this. Is 4, so this is done. At 1th index, is 4 less than 5? Yes, I'll update it. At 11, like at the second index, value is 11. Is 11 less than 4? No, I won't update this. Okay. I go to the third index, I see 2. Is 2 less than 4? Yes, indeed it is. Great. I'm gonna go to the fourth index. Is 9 less than 2? No, so I won't update this. I'm gonna go to the fifth index. Is 13 less than 2? No, so I won't update this as well. And at the end of the day, I'll be having minimum variable stored as, let's say, value 2. And that's going to be nothing but my answer. That's it. So again, like right here, I see that time complexity in the worst case, even in the worst case, is going to be big O of n. The reason being, I'm traversing the array only once, and I'm getting the answer with respect to this variable. Correct? So again, I'll try to implement this using Python. The reason being, Python is quite syntax friendly, and if you are able to understand Python, and I think so you will be able to do that, then you will be able to code it out in any programming language. Let's begin. So I'll have this function, I'll have this file named as, let's say, minimum min element in array. So let's say min element dot py. Simple stuff. I'll create this function. Let's say the function name is min element, and you are given the array. Correct? You are given the array as an input, and let's say you are also given the length of the array as an input. Array and the length of the array n is given. So what you'll do is you will say minimum variable, or let's say minimum element. I'll just have it as variable. So minimum variable, or minimum value is going to make a lot of sense. Minimum value is going to be initialized to, let's say, at the beginning float infinity. Now the thing is that you can even initialize this with, let's say, array at the 0th index, because kind of makes sense, right? If you initialize with that, initialize this min value with array of 0th index, then you're going to begin your indexing from 1 till n, right? You're going to go from 1 till the very end n. But if you are using float infinity, then you're going to from 0 till the very last index. So let's just do that. For I in range n, and this is going to be as simple as min value is equivalent to minimum of simply min value, comma, I'm going to have something like array at the ith index. And once this is done, I'll say why don't I return back my min value? Again, this is going to be helpful from TCS NQT coding perspective, and also in the interview preparation for the TCS NQT. So we're going to cover a lot of questions. This is the first one, and I hope this was clear enough. Please make sure to subscribe to the Explore YouTube channel, and then we'll be happy enough to continue in the next video. Thank you.